baby, this energy is intense, but really focused and ambitious. My advice for you right now to harness and channel this energy is to allow yourself to feel it and allow it to move you, right? So there is, sorry, I keep shaking the camera because there's this like intensity building in my body. The downloads that are available to you right now are massive. However, you need to carve out the time and space to be able to follow those pings, those intuitions, those hunches, right? So most of you are probably used to working with your intuition. When you get that feeling, oh, I should go look that up. I want to know, right? Pieces, I just saw an orb. Pieces of connections, like connecting connecting the puzzle, right? When you get those little hunches. I mean, I'm sure this is happening for the collective right now. And this is actually going to be a message more for starseeds and light workers. I'm not even, well, we'll see where we go. But I've felt kind of far away from the twin flame journey because the downloads on mission right now have been so intense and consuming, completely consuming. So my advice, harness that energy, listen to your pings, your hunches, your intuitions, follow them, act on them, carve out space, carve out time to do so, okay? So, I mean, I'm still working, I'm still seeing clients in sessions, but out in between and in whatever time frame I have, I am going down rabbit holes, okay? And I'm not sleeping very much. I'm not sleeping very much. My dark circles show it, and I'm okay with it. Like, it's definitely one of those times in the journey that it is all about mission work. I'm getting downloads about my past lives. I'm getting downloads about the mission that I'm coming into. I'm having pieces become clear of why this happened, why that happened, why I was given this information, why I was given it so soon. You know, things that I was looking into years and years and years and years ago, and I could not solve the mystery. I could not solve the puzzle. I'm now solving the puzzle, and it's leading me down this path, and it's all around mission. It has very little to do with my counterpart. I don't know how this person fits into that. I really don't. All I know is I have like a fire lit underneath me, and I'm going to follow it. And I know I share with you guys little bits and pieces of things like that, and I don't always give details because it's not ready to be shared. However, the reason I'm sharing it here is to say that there is downloads available for all starseeds and light workers right now that are very profoundly around your mission. It's going to look like disclosure. Okay, it's going to look like, and what do I mean by that? I mean things that have been hidden in the shadows, the untruths, the inverted, coming to light, coming out into the awareness, the conscious awareness, truth being revealed, okay? Big theme, justice, okay? And I'm talking on a big scale, collective scale, okay? So the reason it's important to follow those hunches is because your guides are guiding you to something they need you to see. And I also feel like we have the capacity at this point to see things that we maybe didn't want to see before. We have the strength, we have the balance of masculine and feminine energy, so we're able to be discerning and also open-hearted, because those have to be balanced. And as you see in the collective right now, there's many people that have a shut down heart. So their heart is not open, they're very closed, but then they're getting the awakenings in like the crown chakra. So the information that's coming in is actually causing so much pain because they can't process it in a balanced way, right? So a lot of the things that are going on in the world, and people are getting angry and they're getting upset and they're like, I've been lied to, and this is happening in the collective. We can feel it, right? The key is to have the heart space open while you're doing that. And what I've been told about twin flames, as well as these light workers, starseeds that are on very specific missions and paths that you've kind of been thrust upon, you didn't feel like you chose it, You are very divinely protected, and you are able and ready to receive these downloads and messages now. Okay? And I wonder if who all this will resonate for, because I know a lot of you in my collective, we really focus on twin flame stuff. But this is feeling bigger, but it's also part of the whole. It's part of it's like a piece of it, right? It's a yeah. I don't know if I articulated that well, but I was going to do a reading, and for myself, I was like, what's going on with this energy? I want to check in. I want to tune in. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just record this. What's going on? So why are we here? That's what I'm pulling. I'm pulling the why am I here? Why am I doing a reading right now? The Hierophant, okay? This deck, it's called Divine Guidance. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Excuse me. Number 5. Yeah. So there's a little interesting message on this card. The search for meaning in life. Consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teachers or friends. And then this is crossed by the wheel. Underneath that is the 4 of Wands. Okay? So this is divine timing. This is destiny. This is major arcana, as is the Hierophant. So this whole reading is going to be telling us what is this Hierophant crossed by the Wheel of Fortune in regards to what is going on, okay? And I'm getting a strong energy of the divine unions here, right? I said I don't know where we'll go. Maybe we won't touch on twin flames. Maybe we will. I'm getting a strong divine union energy, okay? So we'll go with that, and we'll see where it takes us. And I'm also getting that this alternative approach thing, you're going to have to be prepared to do things you maybe never would have done before. And I'm speaking to everybody. There's no specific feminine, masculine here. I'm speaking to everybody. You're going to need to be willing to do things you weren't going to do before, that you didn't think you would ever need to do. Okay? And I'm not sure that's going to have to sit for you personally where that sits. I can't, I'm not getting a specific message because I think it's for multiple people, multiple different scenarios. So, but it really ties into what I was sharing at the beginning. Allow yourself to be very guided by this energy. This is a master. This is a wise one. This is a teacher. This is an ascended master, okay, level. But I'm feeling 2 energies that are coming together from it. And feminines, you're leading this. The feminine leads. And I don't mean in the very 3D, one-dimensional way that we're used to, of like, oh, who wears the pants? Nah, that's not what this is about. But the feminine leads, okay? It's her energy that leads. And that is what is driving this union towards a completion. Okay, and I don't mean completion like it's done, put it in a box, put a stamp on it, it's done. No, I just mean it is, this leg of the journey is complete. So you're going to need to be willing to do things you haven't done before and do things in a different way. You're going to need to really ponder on this meaning. What is the meaning of this? And allow the downloads. As I was saying before, carve out the space for you to receive these downloads. So if you're staying really busy, if you're distracted, if you have a lot of people around you in your ear, you're not going to be available for this. A little bit of things going on with me right now is there's a family tragedy that we're experiencing. And I've been able to process it in a very ascended way. Yeah. Not like I would have processed it prior to where I've come on my journey. And so because of that, I'm still here. I'm able to do my work. I'm able to show up, and I'm able to be very integrated and healthy in how I'm processing this family tragedy. But because of this family tragedy, everything is kind of lined up in my life where I wasn't able to be there with the family. I wasn't able to travel to be there at this time. So it's created a space of solitude for me, and a space where I can really, really be in what's happening. And it's allowing this huge crown chakra opening. This, like, the downloads are just pouring in nonstop. It's a little overwhelming. I'm having to make sure that I try and write things down, because if I don't write them down, usually I'm like, oh, they'll come back, but there's so much happening at once that it's not coming back, right? So that's a little bit of advice for you. If any of you are in this energy feeling this as well, write it down, because it may not come back. But that being said, because of what's occurring in my personal life, I'm being forced to carve out solitude, alone time, space to really sit with what's happening in my 3D. But this is a catalyst that is pushing me out into the astral. It's pushing me into these higher dimensions and doing work there. Yeah, that's probably all I'll say for now. Okay, what is the energy around this Hierophant energy, this connection? I'm getting the Six of Pentacles. So there's a rebalancing that's trying to occur from something that's been extremely out of balance. This is crossed by the Page of Cups, the Lovers, the Five of Wands, Page of Swords, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a misunderstanding here. There is some sort of a misunderstanding, and it's not true. And I'm actually feeling, I'm just going to go directly with what I'm feeling. The masculine energy has this Six of Pentacles in their orbit, in their energy right now, where they know there's a rebalancing that needs to occur. They know it wasn't reciprocal. They know it wasn't equal give and take. They know they weren't generous with, and that could be with their time, their love, their money, their energy, whatever. It could be with anything. It's not specific. So whatever it is for your situation, they were not generous. They were not generous. The universe is trying to balance this out. This is minor arcana. However, we have major arcana in what this whole reading is being clarified by. So this is a divine push. This is a, we're in this period of time between the 12/12 portal and then the 21st. Like, massive change happens during this time. Yeah, it's like, for us spiritual people, it's our holiday, right? Like, it's a big thing. So there's no coincidence in my eyes that these downloads and these things are coming on really strong right now. Okay, so this being crossed by a Page of Cups, this is somebody that is new to their heart, new to feeling, new to knowing, new to working with their intuition, listening to that guidance. And that's why it's in this Page of Cups energy, because I'm really getting messenger energy here, but it's higher dimension spiritual messenger energy. Yeah, that's why I'm really getting that it's a masculine. Messages about the lovers here. Messages about the truth of a divine union connection that they weren't able to see before. Okay? And that's why this misunderstanding is here. This Five of Wands energy. It's not, this is what I'm getting. Okay. So it's little, it's light. This Five of Wands, whatever it is, and let me just keep going. It's little, okay? So this masculine energy is feeling like this is big. They're making it really big in their mind, and they're making it be a limit or a block to their awakenings, their downloads, their intuition about this connection, because they're feeling there's guilt on this. There's shame and guilt on this Six of Pentacles, because of whatever this misunderstanding is. And it could be a betrayal, it could be a lie. It could be something that they're feeling is really big that occurred. But the thing is everything is so much bigger than this petty bullshit right now, right? You know how I was talking about, it's hard to even feel into the twin flame connection right now because the mission is getting so big. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, is like the mission trumps this. The mission is so much bigger than whatever this little illusion is. And it's almost like the balance that needs to occur comes through communication. And it comes from a place of being able to be like this masculine could think they're going to say this thing and they're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to be like, this is what was actually going on. And whatever it is, whatever this is, okay? Whatever this misunderstanding is, whatever this little bit of deceit is, whatever it was. And I do have the Page of Swords here, so I'm almost getting like I'm afraid to tell you the full truth, and the full truth is I was watching you the whole time. I was spying on you. You know, I loved you the whole time. I was learning from you the whole time. I'm embarrassed. I don't want to tell you. It could be something so small and petty like that. Another scenario I'm getting is it could be somebody that, you know, they were connecting with their divine feminine towards the beginning, but they were actually sleeping with other people and they never told their feminine that, right? So that feels bigger. That feels like a heavier thing. Or I was, you know, I told you I wasn't with my karmic and I was still with my karmic the whole time. These are things that have been floating in the ether, and I've seen them occur in the 3D in sessions and whatnot. So these are things that this masculine is making a very, very big deal in their mind, which is why the Five of Wands is here. But then when you look at the Five of Wands energetically, it's very small. It's very little. It's not that big of a deal, right? So the King of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, and what I'm getting is that's attached to the feminine's energy. This King of Pentacles is like, you're never gonna find somebody like this. This is like just deep, profound love, right? Deep, and not even love. It's, you know what it is? It's like irreplaceable. It's a person who's irreplaceable. So divine feminine, you are irreplaceable to this divine masculine. They know they will never find anyone like you, and that's almost intimidating, because King of Pentacles can have an intimidating sort of energy to it, where they're like too good to be true, or they're just so powerful in themselves. Yeah. So okay. Oh wow. So there's our Wheel of Fortune and our Hierophant right there that just came from the beginning of our reading. So what it's telling us here is that death, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups. So this loss, this pain, this shame, this guilt that this is on this energy is being transformed here with the death. And the 5 of Cups is being healed into the 10 of Cups, okay? It's a divine timing. It's a divine union. What I'm getting here again, once again with the Hierophant, is the divine feminine's energy is on this. Divine feminine is commanding this. She is, and commanding not in like a domineering way, but because of this, if you're allowing this really profound, intense mission work energy to flow through you at this time, and it could be taking you away from your masculine, but you're honoring that, then you are this Hierophant. You are the master. And that is magnetizing this destiny to you, right? If you're a little bit more in like pain and fear and anxiety and worrying and super focused on this connection, then you're not following the guidance right now. You're ignoring the message of who you are meant to be at this time, what your mission is at this time to be. And so the masculine is in this, the 5 of Cups, right? 6 of Pentacles, that energy. And the card we're getting here, the feeling, what they're feeling, this emotional feeling, is this King of Cups. Okay, holding back love, feeling love, almost feeling out of control with the love. And it's ironic that I use the word out of control, because in this card, can you see it? Can you see it? It's control. Okay, so the King of Cups controls their emotions, but it's crossed by this Hierophant, which is major arcana. So you can only try to harness and control that for so long before there is an explosion. And what I'm actually getting is fear. Okay, it's a fear energy here. Okay, in that King of Cups. Okay, wow. Okay, so we have the World here. So, excuse me, how this masculine is feeling about their feminine, 10 of Swords. It's crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. And what I'm really getting here, it's like I could have had it all. I could have had it all, and I threw it away. I threw away my 9 of Cups, my fulfillment, my wish. Knight of Swords, determination. 9 of Pentacles, okay, that's feminine's energy there. Culmination. And then we have the World, basically encompassing all of this energy. Okay, so this pattern of defeat, of backstabbing, of sorrow, of pain is ending. It's over. So I'm getting a couple messages here. So it's like this masculine has just had something end on their side, and it's around a 10 of Pentacles. So this could be a marriage, this could be a home, a foundation, a business, something really big has just ended. And there's a lot of regret because they chose wrong. they're seeing this, right? That's where we get that kind of Six of Pentacles energy at the beginning of the shame. They chose wrong. They chose something that was actually, and the reason they chose it was because of this King of Cups. It was because I need to be in control. Being out of control is really scary and not worth it. And if I'm out of control, I can't guarantee that I know what's going to happen, right? But they're realizing what that brought. So the world here is encouraging because it means this cycle is being completed. And once again, I just keep seeing Divine Feminine in an image in my head where she is like in her high priestess energy. She's sitting on a throne. She's over here working in the great mystery, working in, you know, other dimensions, harnessing, focusing, and that energy is so mystical, magical, magnetic, and that is what is creating this shit show, this shit storm, if you will. Because this energy is like, it's kind of like, ooh, you know? Like it doesn't feel super good because I'm tuning into a masculine who does not feel good, right? Does not feel good. There's a little bit of deception here where they feel like it's over with feminine because they're also kind of seeing that with feminine. But then spirit is telling us that cycle is completing, it's ending. And there's a determination I see here as well. Yes, I chose wrong. I chose the wrong with the Ten of Pentacles, but now I know what my true Ten of Pentacles is. And Ten of Pentacles, again, remember, is like legacy, marriage, family. It's the pinnacle. It's everything that the soul really desires to have. Partnership and success and abundance, right? That's all with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, but there's this determination with this Knight of Swords. There's a desire to tell the truth here, right? This King of Cups energy is the only thing really stopping it. Okay, so let's just get a message from Spirit. What does Spirit want us to know about this? The Two of Cups, union. Yeah, that's what I've been feeling. So I have to tell you, this energy, because I was so confused. I was like, earlier, I had a similar reading. And I was confused because I was like, I know that I'm over here feeling this and I'm feeling this. And so I actually expected the reading to be super like positive and exciting and like, to kind of see the mirroring of the energy. And that's not what I got. 22:22 on my clock. I just had to share that. But that's not what I got. And so I was like, that's puzzling. And then I was like, okay, let me go lighten my energy. Let me go, because sometimes if your energy is too stiff and you're kind of like, it's really hard to tune into the energy and get an accurate reading. So I recognized my energy was stiff, so I left. I got myself into this really like joyful, silly, I feel like a child right now, like in a good way. And I got myself into this energy and now I'm back and I'm doing this reading and I decided to record it for you. There we are. Here, recap. So it's interesting because this energy that I'm reading as the masculine energy is kind of, it's like they're stuck, but it's self-sabotage. They can unstick themselves like that. So, and that's why Spirit is here saying Two of Cups union. This is the message from God, from the divine. This is the message that this regret, this shame on this Six of Pentacles is rebalancing. It's trying to rebalance. I do want to say though, once again, I know I've already said this, that it's all minor arcana so far, but it's major arcana and why we're here. So it feels, the Hierophant feels much more intense and stronger than everything I'm reading here in this masculine's energy. Like it trumps it, right? But I do want to say that because it does lead me to believe that this masculine is working with free will choice. Okay? But this Two of Cups is crossed by the Magician. This is such a beautiful deck, and for some reason, I can never get my lighting right. Okay. And then the Empress is underneath that. Yeah, there's something back here, okay? Because even when I start peeling back the layers of this. So, Magician. Spirit is telling us the union is being manifested. The union is being brought in. The Empress is the magnetizer. She's magnetizing this. She's drawing this to her without doing anything, right? But it really is this masculine as well. But then we get this message here of the King of Wands, the Moon, and the Six of Cups. And what I'm getting from that is there's back this misunderstanding. There's this conflict. There's this little bit of deception here. First off, that this masculine feels like they need to like put on a bit of a like, I'm brave, what's that expression, like where a guy tries to act like more tough than they are, like they have their shit together but they don't, you know, just putting on a front a little bit with this King of Wands, because King of Wands are really confident, passionate, they take charge, they take the leadership. That's not how this person feels truly, so they're putting this on because of this fear around some form of a Six of Cups past occurrence. And it could be those options I gave you earlier in this reading. That could be why. Okay, but that's like the deeper layers of what's in the energy. What's really going on here is this manifesting the Empress, okay, of this union. But underneath that, there's this petty, it's small, it's tiny. It's back to what I was saying. It's really small, but this person, which I'm reading as the masculine, is making it big because of their self-sabotaging behavior. They're making it bigger than it really is. Because even if it is big, right? Even if like in an objective, like we interviewed 100 people off the street and we're like, is this bad? Would you forgive this person? And even if all those people were like, yeah, like cheating is wrong or whatever the thing is, the energy of divine counterparts is nothing is too big, right? And I also feel like where this feminine is that I'm getting so strongly from this Hierophant and from the Empress, where this feminine is at this time in this portal between 12/12 and December 21st is like nothing is too big, and there's so many bigger fish to fry, right? I don't like that saying, but that's what came through. Like the mission is so much more important than whatever this is. So I'm really able to look past whatever this is, if that makes sense. Okay. So they're in their head, they're thinking there's going to be a fight. There's going to be this conflict. And this feminine is like, nah, brah, I'm way past that shit. Like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's acknowledge it, but I'm way past that shit. Right. Yeah. So there's a lot of fear here. So our kind of like outcome, 9 of Swords. Crossed by 4 of Pentacles, fear. Underneath that is the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Knight of Pentacles. And there's that King of Pentacles again. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, I gotta run. Okay, let me wrap up this reading, or maybe I'll pause and then come back so that I can like really have time to finish it. So this King of Pentacles here is Divine Feminine. Okay, that's Divine Feminine once again, and it's this like intimidating energy. But again, I need to reiterate, this is all in this person's head. It's not real. It's very illusionary. It's you know, we have the moon. It's very fear-based. Their intuition is telling them to, this is the High Priestess, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, to put pride and ego aside, to ground this love romantic offer, to ground it in the 3D and the physical, to put that shit aside, put the pride aside, right? To be expressive, to share, to speak their emotions. But then this King of Pentacles, which is I'm getting is Divine Feminine, not, you know, not gender based or whatever, is intimidating because they know they held back. They know that they made the wrong choice. And so there's like a dark night of the soul here. And it's very tower energy. It's very anxious. Because it's really crossed by this fear of the unknown, the fear of this could actually be over, right? So if I give this cup of love, if I tell the truth, if I'm honest, then it could really, really be over, okay? Then it's not even just like in my imagination. Like I can't even keep it in my imagination anymore because it's over. That's really the energy I'm getting here. And I actually really do want to clarify these. So, okay, so what I'm going to do, because what I'm getting here too is like, it's the end of this fear, because we have this 10 of Swords. So I'm feeling like it's the end of this shame, fear, guilt, whatever this little conflict is, because Spirit is telling us this union is being grounded, this union is being manifested, okay? And it's nothing that feminine needs to do, because just by being her, it's coming in. But it's just saying that there's a lot of fear here for this masculine to be in their heart and share their emotions. It's like their kryptonite. It's like so, but it's all in their head. They're making it so much bigger than it needs to be. It's like making a mountain out of a molehill. It's a saying, like, I think my dad used to always say to me. So it's almost like when the heart awakens and you start feeling that for the first time, and it's so intense and it's so powerful that it feels unsafe. It feels unsteady. It feels like I could drown here. Yeah, the emotion is so big that I have to try and control it, but you can only try and control it for so long before you literally explode, because I do sense a tower. Like, I sense a tower here with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is someone who's like up all night, tossing and turning, can't sleep, you know, just really like obsessed. That's an energy I'm getting, is like obsession. About what went wrong, what I did. And I do feel like this person is really fixated on something from the past. Maybe you know what that is. Maybe you don't, because maybe it's completely their perception that is very distorted, right? So because there's like so much fear around speaking a truth, around sharing their heart. I'm just trying to wrap up if there's anything else I want to say about this reading before I clarify it when I come back after my session, because I want to make sure that all of it gets out of my channel before I step away. It's always interesting to split up readings like that. I really want to clarify it. That's where I'm at, because there's something here between this King of Cups and this Nine of Swords that I actually feel like we're going to get a really positive energy read on what's happening here, what's occurring, what the transformation is. Because I did see death earlier. We have the Hierophant, and that's crossed by the Wheel of Fortune. So there's a real like element of change, destiny, an end of this painful cycle. This person just needs to get out of their own way. And I'm also getting really strong positive vibes from you, feminine. Okay, really, really solid energy there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And here's a little note, another download, 111. It's coming through for me before we go in and clarify this reading. Is the more that you open your heart, the more capacity that you expand and allow yourself to feel, really allow yourself to feel, the higher you can go, the more you can expand, the further you can push your aura out, the further you can command your experience and the like reciprocity of energy in your world, right? And that's kind of what I'm experiencing right now, is like, because I'm giving myself the time and the space to feel immense pain, because in between when I started this reading and then I had a break and whatnot, and I had to go do a session, whatever, I was like, how am I able to feel how I feel right now with what's occurring? Like, how am I able to feel this lightness and this like just vitality and open-hearted and just I mean, truly it feels good, but I'm also experiencing a lot of sadness and mourning, and it's in and out. The energy moves, right? But it's because I'm allowing it to just flow in and out of me as it comes. When I feel it, when I feel the wave of sorrow and the need to release and to let go and to surrender, I give myself that. I allow the pain and whatever that is that comes up to be felt fully, completely, wholly. I don't push it down. I don't rush off to something else, you know? I give it what it wants. I give it that presence. And then I'm amazed that in an hour or however long later, I'm feeling like just this peace is a good way to explain it, but it's like a very heightened kind of like if you've ever done like psychedelics, like the way that you feel where you can see everything very crystalline, very clearly, like you're awakened to all that is and the feeling of love and whatnot. And so I'm just sharing this with you because it's something that's coming through for me right now really strongly, where it's like I feel so alive and so at this heightened positive space. But if you were to like be like, oh, what's going on with you in this family tragedy I mentioned, it's like the lowest of the low. And it's confusing, right? But that's the human nature, that's the human experience. If we allow it, but we've been so conditioned and trained to close the heart, to push away from that, so we don't get to feel those heightened states because we're so afraid of feeling the lower states. But if we could trust that when we're in a lower state, that a higher state is available and coming, and it's only going to be accessible to us once we really feel what's down here. Okay? And I do feel like this connects to the reading, right? Back to the reading, because we do have this masculine energy, this masculine presence that's so afraid of feeling that low. So they self-sabotage that high. They think they're calling in this. They think that, no, they've been awakened. They know they want this. They know this is something that they want, but they don't think they know how to get it. But it's them. Like, it's not you, it's not me, it's you, right? Like, you're in the way of your own happiness because you're trying to control this emotion because you're so afraid of feeling it. But what you don't know is that on the other side of feeling it is the freedom you crave. It's the abundance. It's the solution. It's the answer, right? So if we zoom back down into the 3D level of kind of that realm, and we, you're like, how do I do this? Or this thing just happened. Once you allow yourself to feel it and you process and you transmute it, that's when the answers come as well, right? So like you get the intuition, like, oh, I need to reach out to this person. You reach out to this person and they have that solution for you, whatever it is, right? So it's on all levels. It's on the 3D level that the solutions will come to you, in your immediate world. And it's also on the higher levels, you get the downloads. Like, I allowed myself to feel what was really going on in this personal situation. And as I feel it and transmute it, then I start to feel the expansion of it and feel into the higher truths and the higher dimensions of why this is happening and what it means, and connecting these dots. Yeah. So that was a little tangent. Of course, this is going to be a longer reading, but it'll be a good way to like really dive into this clarifying of this reading. Because like I said, it feels like there's a really positive outcome from this, even though this energy that I'm feeling for this masculine energy, it doesn't feel good. But there feels like a purpose behind it. Like it's a divinely guided place to stop, like that they need to feel. Okay. Okay, so 3 cards wanted to come out to clarify our 6 of Pentacles, right? So just to backtrack, that 6 of Pentacles was some guilt, shame, a little bit of conflict, but it's all self-made. It's all like made up in the head. What it's clarified by is the 2 of Cups and the High Priestess and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the energy here is a person that knows. High Priestess and 2 of Cups. Okay? And that's why the pain is there. Okay? That's why, because there's a recognition, there's an acknowledgement, there's a getting out of any deception and coming into the truth that like this is the divine intervention. This is the download, right? So all these downloads I've been talking about, this ability to channel. Okay, this is really interesting. What I'm really feeling, and you guys will have to let me know if you're feeling this too, because I know it's mostly feminines that tune in here. So let me know, are you feeling like you're getting a lot of downloads around your mission at this time, and you're really working on mission, and you're kind of able to tune out of this connection? because the download I just got is that feminine is grounding mission right now and all of her awakenings and epiphanies around mission, and masculine is getting all of these awakenings and epiphanies about the connection and the union, because masculine needs to ground the union. Okay, so I'll be really curious to hear, but that's what I just got from this, is there's this magician energy here, Four of Wands energy here. Yeah, so masculine is going through this experience of this pain here, this recognition, this recollection, this understanding, and we're getting matching energies, Two of Cups. So the universe is saying Two of Cups. This Six of Pentacles is resulting in the Two of Cups. So that's kind of what I was feeling, that positive. So yay, I was right. So energy read. And what's resulting in it is an erratic kind of, I don't want to say irrational, that's not the right word, but just kind of like out of nowhere, spontaneous, I'm going in. Okay. And this is, and you know what's so interesting about this energy is this is what this masculine is afraid of as well. Because I think what I get a lot, and I've gotten this message before, is this is a person who in the past would go in irrationally, kind of abruptly, make a shit show, like make a mess, and then retract and be like, oh shit, I made a mess. You know what I mean? Like it was a very kind of back and forth, in and out energy, and they're really afraid of that. But it feels like I said earlier, you can't control something for too long, otherwise it explodes. And it's almost like this is that explosion. And if it's harnessed with the intuition, then that's actually, that can bring a positive outcome. Like we didn't get a tower there, right? But I told you I was feeling a tower, but that Knight of Wands energy can sometimes come out as a tower. My God. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so clarifying this King of Cups, we're getting the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And the Three of Wands. Yeah, so in the feelings, in the emotion, it's all crossed by the Ten of Cups, okay? And underneath that is the Lovers, okay? So what the holdup is, what I'm really getting that this holdup is, this kind of like control, this need to control, and a bit of like a perceived wall, is coming from this feeling like, I'm not ready yet. I don't know what I have to offer. I, think something ended here. Yeah, for this person, something really ended. And so there's a feeling of like, what do I have to give, right? And because this Six of Pentacles energy of an imbalance, of not being generous, not being reciprocal, is what's in the consciousness of like the guilt and the shame, it's what's causing this person to feel like, well, if I go forward, I have to have something, okay? And I think I've shared this before, but that's really what I'm getting. It's like, I'm holding back. All I want to do is give this cup of love, like spill, like share my emotions, tell you what really happened, clear up this miscommunication or whatever it is. But I feel like I don't have enough to offer, okay? Right? Like it's like I have to, that's what the holdback is what I'm feeling here. So we have this Three of Wands, and this Three of Wands is like fast, right? It's like soon, it's like this, crossed by the Ten of Cups, crossed by the Lovers. It feels, again, I'm getting like a out of nowhere, out of the blue tower energy. We haven't seen the tower. But it just feels like it's going to be figured out. Like it's just going to be resolved, and it's going to be quick, because this Ace of Pentacles has been really slow moving, and that's kind of like been a holdup. So many of you are like confused of like, feels like there's been a holdup, like what is going on? I don't understand. There's been a lot of processing of pain here, processing of the recognition and the understanding of what actually happened. Like this person is getting their downloads, and they're really starting to see like, whoa, like what have I done, but that's caused a lot of guilt, shame, depression, upset, like anger, right? It's caused that full spectrum, because it is a heart opening, but it's almost like the floodgates have just been unleashed, and it's like, well, how do I control this now? How do I harness this? And you don't, you just feel it. So that's why that message I was getting before we started clarifying was so important to share here. If any masculine happens to watch, it's like, you gotta feel it. You gotta feel that shit, and then you'll feel better. Promise. Yeah, so, okay, yeah. Five of Cups is crossing this Ten of Swords that we're clarifying, yeah? So we have this Five of Cups, loss, disappointment, regret, little bit of depression-y, little bit of self-pity, little bit of sitting in it. It's almost like this person's like, I deserve this. This is over. Ten of Swords. I fucked it up with my counterpart, with my feminine, who I now see as that. I see this Two of Cups. But I deserve this. Let me just sit in this, right? Let me just sit in this. But we have Temperance here, okay? And the Temperance for me is always welcomed to see, because the Temperance is the transmuting that pain, transmuting that devil energy. It's like angel energy coming in, and it's like spirit being like, I said this the other day to a feminine, where it's like spirit like tapping you in, tapping you out, being like, go sit on the bench, I got this. Spirit's like, I'm going in, I got this. Right? So that's an image I've been given that's kind of funny and cheeky. But yeah, so Temperance is like, it's not over. I'm showing you it's not over. I'm helping you transmute this pain. And then truth can be spoken. Truth can be told. Because then we have this Knight of Swords. Again, not Tower. Because you know what it is? It's a free will thing. If we were getting the Tower, it would mean... It's almost like this is this person's lesson. This masculine has to come to this on their own. They have to make this free will choice. They have to come to this Knight of Wands, this Knight of Swords. Tell the truth. This Three of Wands. They have to be the one to take that step, right? We can ask for a miracle. We can ask for divine guidance. We can ask to be shown. We can ask for, to manifest, right? But if you're just sitting on your couch, not taking any action, nothing's going to happen. That's such a misconception in spiritual communities when it comes to manifestation. Like, you have to take steps towards it. If you take 5 steps forward, the universe will help you take 10 more. But you have to take those 5 steps. And I've gotten that, I have to say, from my personal experiences with masculine energy, and just like messages from previous readings, there's the Tower, previous readings, is this is a masculine who hasn't quite understood that. They've been very passive in their manifestation, where they're just waiting for like it to drop out of the sky, right? They're just waiting for the opportunity to just fall into their lap. And even then, because I feel like spirit started showing them things like that. Like they would be like, okay, if this is true, send me this sign. And then spirit would be like, there you go. And they'd be like, well, I'm not sure. Even then, they would, stubborn, right? Because I know, like, I personally ran into my masculine out in the world several times, right? And this person still didn't act on it. So it was like, that's hilarious. Like, you're literally manifesting this, whether you know it or not consciously, but you are. And then the universe is like, here I am. And then you pretend you don't see me. Okay, cool. But there's our Tower right there. So anyways, that was a message. I just shared a personal anecdote, but that's exactly what that energy is, right? And spirit's like, I got this. I got this. Okay, so this is on our clarifying union. I have Queen of Pentacles. Magician is crossing this Queen of Pentacles with the Tower. Okay, so let's get our other clarifier before I dive into this. Okay. 4 of Wands. Yeah, so it is. It's rapid, fast change movement. Something that's unexpected that comes in really quickly, completes, and it brings about, holy shit, these cards I have here. It brings about fast, rapid action. There's our 8 of Wands. Because of this communication, because there has to be communication in order for justice. Oh, let's show you justice. I love this card because it's all rainbow. Oh, it's not really. There we go. Well, justice. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, this card has a lot of meanings, but I'm really getting that it's the freedom. It's like the emancipation. And then the 3 of Cups, the overflow of emotion, the overflow of how this person, like being able to talk about the emotion, the fear, the thing, the control, the King of Cups, the thing that's been holding it back. Well, there's our Queen of Cups. Our Queen of Cups does not hold back. Queen of Cups tells you how she feels fully. And that side by side with the 3 of Cups really lets me know that it is, that's what it takes to ground this. Okay. 2 of Cups, 4 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles here is interesting because I do get feminine energy on it. I'm actually going to get one more card on that. That's interesting. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, It's similar to that message I shared earlier around the King of Pentacles, that there's like a desire for self-sabotage, not desire for self-sabotage, but there's a tendency for self-sabotage because the Queen of Pentacles is so the ideal. She's so the desire. She's just loving, nurturing. You feel good, you feel nourished, you feel like it's this deeper understanding and knowing of what this connection is. And that's why the self-sabotage comes in. It's almost like this person doesn't believe they deserve goodness, and that's what they're working through right now. They're really having to work through their deservingness and getting out of, remember when I was talking about that 5 of Cups a little bit ago? It's that almost like relishing in depression energy, like relishing in like, you know, I don't deserve this. This is what I deserve. Like, I messed up. Like, being so used to shit that when good comes along, it's like, oh, I can't have that, right? It's a self-sabotaging behavior. So that's kind of what Spirit's just saying here with this it's because feminine's energy is so strong and beautiful and just like positive, and I'm really not trying to like toot my own horn here, but I'm like, that's really what's coming off this card, because I'm saying all of you too, but I can imagine how when you watch a reader who might, anyways, I'm not even going to go into that, but really there's a self-sabotage here. And I think the reason this message is coming through is for any of you out there that might still fall into this, well, is it me? Well, am I crazy? Well, did I do something wrong? Or like, maybe this person just said, it's like, nah, that's not what it is. It's because you're so fucking amazing and incredible that this person struggles. Yeah? Okay, because then here, this message, oh my God, it's literally like a double message. So clarifying our 9 of Swords, we get the Devil, everything I just said, with the 9 of Pentacles. And now this 9 of Pentacles has feminine's energy attached. Okay? And it's crossed by the 4 of Pentacles with fear. However, I have the Death card underneath that. So there is transformation occurring here. There is change occurring here. It's slow, but it's happening. This is just letting us know the tendency, I think. But it's a really weird placement for this outcome because I was feeling something positive there. So let's just get one last little card. Or, oh my God, can I shuffle? Hello? Okay. So tell me about this outcome. Like, what's the overall? Okay. Okay. Temperance is here. Divine is working on it. The angels are working on it. We're actually getting the 2 of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands. So this Devil energy, which is attached with this King of Wands, puffing oneself up, acting like oneself like is bigger than they are, not being authentic, not being true, not telling the truth. This is what comes of it. And there's free will choice here, but the universe, the divine, is trying to balance it out. It's trying desperately to balance it out for this King of Pentacles, okay? There's possibility here for the 3 of Cups, for the 6 of Wands of success, okay? But this Devil energy, which is, I'm not good enough, like I messed it up, it's over, whatever, is only going to result in, oh my God, okay. This is not about feminine at all. When I get messages like this, I always like, I'm like, oh, really? Is that the message? But yeah, so if this masculine, because there's so much free will at play, if this masculine decides to sit in this energy, to sit in the 5 of Cups, to sit in the poor me, to sit in the self-sabotage, to stay with, to not transcend that Devil energy, this is where it results for them. Okay? So that means you lose this union, you lose this divine connection, there's no more gifts. And the reason that I was hesitant to share this is I don't feel any positive coming for this person in their future when it comes to connection or relationship. Like there's nothing. You choose this. Like, it's like you choose this timeline. You choose this Devil timeline, and so this is what you're gonna get. If you continue to be this sort of cocky, false, pretentious, that's not the right word, pretending to be this thing that you're not, type of thing. Wow. Okay. That's intense. But that's really truly on, that's what I'm getting. Like it's but we have the Two of Cups, so it's also like if you surrender to this angel energy, to this flow, and allow it to balance itself out, what do you have? The Two of Cups, right? Which is the divine destiny, because Hierophant clarifying, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there's a destiny here. There's a destiny trying to unfold. There's a connection trying to balance. But this devil energy is trying to prevent it, and this devil energy lives within this person. And it wasn't your fault, right? There's many things that happen in life. There's many things that happen in our world for a person to become vulnerable to this devil energy and it to take hold. And that is what this person is battling now. That is what they have to overcome and fight. And it's within themselves, and it's the self-sabotage. I'm not getting a third-party energy. Okay, I know a lot of people always wonder, like, oh, the devil energy is the karmic. I'm not getting that. This is all within this person. This is all up to them. They can do this. They're getting supported and help on doing it. But it's not a positive outcome if they don't figure it out, which I hate saying things like that, right? Because feminine, let me just get... Yeah, feminine is working through destiny. Feminine is working through destiny. 10 of Swords in reverse. It's the opposite for feminine, right? Regardless of what happens, okay? It's either masculine or it's somebody else. But your mission is occurring, okay? It's the destiny. It is occurring. You are the high priestess. You are the empress, okay? So that's what I get for feminine. Like, feminine's gonna do this with or without masculine. Truly, like she is. The universe is not giving up on this masculine. The universe is not giving up. However, the situation is dire, and there's like a TikTok I'm hearing. Wow, this is such an intense energy. This is not what I wanted to channel. Like, you just have to get out of your own way. But it feels like dire that this person figures this out. Otherwise, it's almost like the image of them being stuck in the astral, them being stuck forever. It's like a splitting of the soul. It's like splitting into different timelines, choosing dark energy, choosing devil energy within themselves, okay? And that only attracts more devil energy, right? Wow, okay, what a weird place to leave this reading. But I do have to go for a session. And I'd love to hear how this reading resonates. Yeah. And maybe I'll be back on later, but that's where we're at right now. This is just where the energy's at. This is just a peek. I know I didn't tune into feminine, it seems, at all, but every time I tuned into her, I just saw her as this high priestess, like figuring it out. So I hope this doesn't deter anyone from their feelings of positivity. Like, if you're feminine watching, don't tune into this, because this is kind of a mess. Okay, this is kind of a mess. This is intense. This is heavy. This is this person's inner battle. It's all about them. And I've gotten that message in the past that this connection doesn't happen for feminine. This isn't so much about feminine's karma and feminine's work. This is very much about the masculine's karma and the masculine's work. And feminine, you're almost used as a vessel of the divine. You are used, like, this is part of your service work. This is part of your mission to awaken this masculine, and it's not your responsibility. You're not in control of whether this person does it or not. It's their free will choice. But you did your work, and you are going to be honored and rewarded for that. And the universe would like that to be from a union, from divine twin flame counterparts coming together, mission, soul growth, family building, all of that stuff, starseed babies, all of that. That's what the universe wants. But this masculine this is very, like, what I'm getting is they're running out of time. And I know time is non-linear. It's only in the 3D. But they are, because they're holding up other destinies that are trying to occur. Because it's not just the two of yours destiny. This is these starseed children, right? That's their destiny. This is whoever you're meant to touch in your mission work. It's their destiny. It's like hundreds of thousands of souls whose destiny they're holding up with this energy. But again, I'm going to reiterate from the beginning of this reading, it's small. It's little. This energy is small. it's not that big, but they're making it big in their head because of that devil energy, because of the fear. And it's really clear that this person has been hurt before, and that is connected to a karmic energy. Either that's from the childhood, from family trauma that was never dealt with, abuse that was never dealt with, narcissistic energy. These karmics really come in and do their job. They do. That's their job. That's like their soul contract, is to teach this person about this karmic energy. And now it's up to this masculine to say, yes, I'm scared. Yes, this is intense, to feel this, to choose this, to go towards this. But it's scarier and more intense to not go to it, right? It's harder, it's a more difficult decision to deny the gift being offered by the divine. It may be scary to hold it. It may be intimidating, but it is way more scary to end up in this, right? To not know, to not meet your destiny because you let fear and self-sabotage take you. Whew, heavy energy. I gotta shake this one off. Sending you guys a lot of love. Stay strong out there. And I'll see you soon. Love you.